Hello, welcome to Irish Football Fan TV. I'm delighted to be joined by Shelbourne captain Luke Byrne ahead of the League of Ireland season. Luke, a very, very good season for Shelbourne last year, but I know you and I know your ambitions that you'll be looking to do one better, whether that's league positions or cup finals, winning them. What's your ambitions for this season yourself and then obviously Shelbourne?
Yeah, obviously, overall, as a team we got promoted last year. I think it's been said that we've done well to establish ourselves as a Premier Division team, get to the cup final, but we have a very ambitious manager who doesn't apologise for putting demands on us and wanting to achieve things. And the truth is, we won't be happy with finishing where we did last year. This year, we want to be better, finish higher up the league, obviously more points. And given the way that the cup final went for us, we've obviously, we feel we've got unfinished business in the cup as well. So definitely looking to improve on last season.
Yeah, I suppose the appetite's there now. The players have seen what they can do, and obviously they put into performances. A lot of big results last season in terms of beating teams higher up the league and stuff like that. So it shows the Shells can mix with the best in the league when they want. So is that a case of now this season just being more consistent on that basis?
Absolutely, yeah. Like you said, we took points off everybody. So we've shown that on our day we're capable of beating anyone in the league, really, I think. Obviously, we have a lot of young players who are a year further on in their development, so they've gained valuable experience last year, which will help them and in turn help us this year. The manager's also brought in a number of new players who I think strengthen us all over the pitch. So there's loads of reasons to believe we'll be stronger than last year, but it's easier said than done.
Yeah, I think key player Paddy Barrett's come in there, and obviously you mentioned there's a lot of young players who, you even coach a lot of them at underage, so yeah. I think it's key having some experienced players in there to kind of help them along. Obviously you have Joey O'Brien, Damien Duff who've been there and done it, but to be able to have players that can play with them in the dressing room, like yourself, like Paddy Barrett, that should be key this year. And obviously bringing a winning mentality as well, because he did win the cup at Pats as well the last time he was at the last season with them.
Yeah, of course. It's definitely something that in certain moments of certain games last year you could probably look back on and say that we lacked, was that little bit of experience and bit of know-how. So Paddy definitely brings that in. I think Conor Kearns brings that as well. Tyreek Wilson, they've got experience of the league now, and they've come in and they've added to the environment, added to the kind of mentality in the group in their own way. And I remember when I was a young player looking up to senior players, so I definitely think the likes of Paddy coming in, he can be that kind of figure in our dressing room.
Yeah, you're just looking around the squad. You were there the last number of seasons now. Is this the strongest Shells squad going into this season, do you think?
Absolutely, yeah, no question. There's competition all over the pitch. We've got depth all over the pitch in the squad. We've got different options in different positions, so without a doubt, yeah.
Yeah, because I just looked at last season towards the end, there was a lot of younger players getting promoted into the first team, and they all came in and they've all done well, they've all stepped up, and they all look like they're comfortable at this level.
Yeah, there's loads of young kids, Chad Akiki, Hodgins, Luke Brown, that have come in and train with us every day. So they're getting used to the standard, used to the demands that the manager puts on us. And we relied on them at times last year, but look, this year they're going to have to fight for their place, because the squad, like I said, is a lot stronger. There's a lot of quality's been brought in, and no one's guaranteed a game, I suppose. Whether you're the oldest player of the team, kid out of the academy, the manager's willing to play if you're training well and playing well.
Yeah, I think the key thing is for those young lads is they're another year older, so they've got another year experience under their belt, so it'll obviously stand to them.
100%, yeah. Those games I'm talking about, where we're maybe 1-0 up or we're drawn, and you would take that result and we concede late. Those experiences will help them young players going into this season. They've been there, they've played in all the stadiums now, they've done the Friday, Mondays. They've seen what the league has to throw at you. So they've got to use those experiences to make themselves better, but I'm sure they will.
Yeah, just coming on to the game, the first league game. How excited are you for that? You must be itching just to get back now and get that season underway. I was speaking to Gary Deegan earlier, he said you always want the break, but when the break is there, you kind of just want it to be over and get back playing.
Yeah, it's mad, I think every player would say that, what Deegan's obviously said, but we can't wait. Expecting a big crowd, great atmosphere. We had a pre-season friendly the other day in Talca, and there was a surprisingly good crowd there for it, so I think it shows the fans are eager and hungry for it to come back. We have one more pre-season game this Friday night, and please God we get through that with no injuries, and then it's really will feel like the season's back. So look, that's why you get up in the mornings to play games of football on Friday nights, so we're looking forward to it.